Win your mind and you can change your entire life after 50. If you can win your mind, darlings, you can change your entire life, because your life does not usually change with one huge decision. It changes with a thought. That thought becomes a decision. That decision becomes an action. And that action becomes an habit. And eventually, those habits become the life you are living right now. And after 50, 62 plus, almost 62, you have to be especially careful about the thoughts you keep repeating to yourself. Because some of us are living inside stories we start telling ourselves 10, 20, 30 years ago. I'm too old. It's too late. I've already missed my opportunity. This is just how my life is. I don't have the energy anymore. I don't have the money. I don't have the confidence. Who is going to listen to me now? Darlings, what if none of those thoughts are facts or your truth? What if there are simply thoughts you have practiced from a long time that they start feeling like they're your truth? Today I want to talk about how winning your mind can completely change your reality after 50. And I'm not talking about pretending everything is perfect. I'm talking about becoming very intentional about what you allow yourself to believe, because your next chapter may depend on it. Okay? Thirsty. If you are new here, welcome, my darlings. I'm Jacqueline, and this channel is about women over 45 who have built a life, show up for everyone else, done what needed to be done, but somewhere along the way started asking, what about me? We talk about reinvention, health, wealth, confidence, relationship style, and creating a life that actually feels like yours. And darling, if that sounds like the season you're in right now, just subscribe to my channel and stay with me, and also hit the bell button and leave a comment, because I believe something with me, the whole heart. This is not a practice life. We do not get to keep putting ourselves off for some day. No, darlings. Okay? So, your thoughts are where your life begins. Before your life changes on the outside, something usually changes on the inside. You start thinking differently. I can look back over my own life and see so clearly. There were seasons when circumstances around me were not ideal. I had to work hard. I had to raise a child on my own. I had to work more than one job, actually 7 days a week. I built a career. I had moments when life changed unexpectedly. I had to start again. And what carried me through so many of those seasons wasn't that I always knew exactly what was going to happen. No. It was that somewhere inside of me, I believe there I had to be another way forward. I could have decided this is all there, out there, but I didn't. And that matters because the moment you start believing your life can be different and start noticing different choices, and different choices create different outcome, you're onto something. So a thought becomes a decision. Let me give you a simple example. You wake up in the morning and you think, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing anything today. That thought seems harmless, but then it becomes a decision. I skip my walk. I stay in bed a little bit longer. I start tomorrow. And if you repeat that decision enough times, it becomes a habit. Now, compare that to, I am tired, but I know moving my body will make me feel better. That thought creates a different decision. You put on your shoes, you take the walk, do the exercise. Maybe it's only 15 minutes, but you did it. And every time you do that, you are teaching yourself, you're building muscles. I am a woman who follows through for herself. That identity becomes powerful. The same thing happens with money. Hear me out. With relationships, with health, with your career, with your style, with your confidence, with your dreams. And your life is being shaped by the thousands of tiny decisions that begin with what you think. Okay? So, stop letting your age make decisions for you. I'm going to be almost 62 in November. I hear women say things like, well, at my age, and sometimes I want to say, what does your age got to do with it? But, okay. Yes, our bodies change. Our responsibilities change. Our priority changes. But age does not automatically mean your dreams have expired. I'm approaching 62 and I still believe I can change. I still believe I can grow. I still believe I can learn something new. I'm learning something new every day. I still believe I can create. I still believe I can build something. I still believe I can become a better version of myself. And I refuse to let a number make every decision for me. One of the most dangerous things you can do as a woman is convince ourselves that our best years are behind us. Because once you believe that, you start behaving like it. You stop trying. You stop dressing up. I went for dinner with my husband. You stop exploring. You stop learning. You stop taking chances. You stop showing up. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, not today. And little by little, your life begins to shrink around what you believe. Now, no, darlings, your life can still expand. It can. So, your brain believes what you keep repeating. Think about the way you talk to yourself. Would you speak to someone you love the way you speak to yourself sometimes? Think about it. I look terrible. I'm getting old. My body's ruined. I never finish anything. I'm bad with money. Nobody wants me. I've always messed things up. If you repeat something long enough, you begin acting in alignment with it. So I start becoming much more aware of the word I use about myself and even to others. Instead of I can't, I ask, how can I? Instead of I'm too old, I say I'm experienced. Difference. Instead of I failed, I say I've learned. I learned something new. I'm growing. Instead of I have to start all over, I say I get to start wiser with what I already known. Do you see the difference? Same woman, same life, different interpretation. And your interpretation changes your energy. Your energy change your actions. Your actions change the result, your life. So, you don't need to feel ready. No, baby. This one has been very huge for me. Sometimes you are waiting for confidence. You're waiting for motivation. You're waiting for clarity before you take the next step. Waiting to feel ready before I plunge in. And while you're waiting, nothing moves. Not a thing moves. I've learned that sometimes you have to do the first thing before you feel ready. You post a video. You make the phone call even when you feel nervous. You take the walk even when you don't feel like it. You send the email even though you know how to work a computer. You apply. You sign up. You wear the dress. You set the boundaries. I just had to do some a month ago. You start the business. You have the conversation. You do it nervous. You do it uncertain. You do it imperfectly. But you do it because confidence often comes after action, not before. You do it over and over, and then you become confident. The more evidence you give yourself that you can do difficult things, the stronger your mind becomes. So, your habits are voting for your future. Every habit is like a little vote. When you exercise your vote for the woman who values her health, when you save money, you vote for the woman who values her future. When you say no to disrespect, you vote for the woman who values her peace. When you get dressed and take care of yourself, even when nobody's watching you, vote for the woman who believes she matters. When you sit down and work on your dreams, even for 20 minutes, you vote for the woman who is building something. And no single vote changes your life, none. But enough votes actually do. That's why I don't believe you need to completely transform your life overnight. We can't. You need to collect evidence. Evidence that you can trust yourself. Evidence that you can follow through. Evidence that you can change. So sometimes you have to change your environment for change. When your mind does not mean you keep surrounding yourself with things that constantly pull you backwards. Look at your environment, okay? Your home, your schedule, the people around you. What you watch on TV, what you watch on your phone, what you listen to, what you consume on social media, even your closet. Your environment is talking to your mind all day long. If everything around you reinforces the old version of you, becoming someone new gets really, really hard. Sometimes you need to clear things out, make room for new. Sometimes you need a new routine. Sometimes you need a new distance, a new route. Sometimes you need to protect your mornings. Sometimes you need to stop answering every phone call. My phone is on silence all day. Sometimes you need to unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate. And sometimes you need to spend more time around people who remind you what's possible. Okay? That's it. So, stop rehearsing the worst case scenario. Have you ever noticed how much time we spend imagining what could go wrong? What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if nobody watches? I have people that watch all my videos. What if it doesn't work? What if I lose money? What if I embarrass myself? What? It's okay. But darlings, what if it works? What if you surprise yourself? What if someone sees your video and needs exactly what you said? What if you start taking care of yourself and 6 months from now you feel stronger than you ever ever in years. What if the opportunity finds you because you finally allow yourself to be seen? What if this next chapter becomes one of the most beautiful seasons of your life? If your mind can imagine disaster, it can imagine possibilities. Train it to do both. Okay, so you have become your own evidence. Sometimes we are looking outside ourselves for proof. But at this age, you have already survived things you once thought you couldn't. Trust me. Think about it. There are days you didn't know how you were going to get through. Remember those days? But you did. There were decisions that scared you, and you made them. There were endings you thought would destroy you, and you're still here. Your own life is evidence. So when your mind says, you can't do this, I can't do this, you can answer, darling, look at what I've already done. This is the kind of conversation I want women over 50 to start having with themselves. Not agrants, I can't even pronounce it. Not pretending, but remembering you have already proven that you know how to adapt. So your next chapter requires a new conversation with yourself. Hear me out. Let me get some notes. Maybe the biggest reinvention you need right now isn't a new job, or a new wardrobe, or a new relationship, or maybe it's a new inner conversation. One that sounds like, I'm not finished. No, girl. No, darling. I'm still becoming. I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to want more. He wants the best for us. I can learn. I can grow. I can build a healthier life. I can create more financial security. I can have boundaries. Hallelujah. I can choose peace. I can be more visible. I can start now, right now. Imagine what happens if you repeat those thoughts for the next year. You're going to become so unstoppable. And then you break them down in actions. Your life would have no choice but to begin changing. So my challenge to you for the next 7 days, catch yourself when you say something limiting about yourself. Don't judge yourself. Just catch yourself. And then ask, is this actually true? Is this actually true? And if it isn't, replace it. I'm too old. Becomes, I'm entering this season with experience. I wasted too much time. Becomes, I still have today. I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't know what I'm doing. Becomes I can learn. I'm not too old to learn. I'm scared. Becomes I can be scared and still move. I can still do it. This is how you begin winning your mind. One thought at a time. One decision at a time. One habit at a time. One life at a time. Excuse me. Okay, so we come to the end of the video. Darlings, your thoughts become your decisions become your actions, and your actions becomes your habits, and your habits eventually become the life you are living. So if you want a different reality, start paying attention to the conversation happening inside your own head. Because the woman you are becoming is listening. If this video spoke to you, subscribe to my channel and share with another woman who is stepping into her next chapter. And if you are wondering where to begin your own reinvention, download my free reinvention checklist. The link is in the bio or the description. We're going to continue this conversation all week because I'll be breaking this topic down in 7 short sessions. And remember, you're not too old. You're not too late. You're not finished. This is not a practice life. Win your mind and watch what happens to your reality. Before I go, I wrote a book. This is not a practice life by Jacqueline Young Landy. It became a bestseller on Amazon. It comes in hardcover, it comes in paperback, and it comes in Kindle. And it's an easy read. It has pictures and all that stuff in there. Very easy. So go on Amazon, put the name in, put my name in, and purchase it in whatever form you love. But don't just buy it and put it on the shelf. No, baby. No, darlings. Read it. Read it. And I would greatly appreciate if you, after you finish reading it, go back onto Amazon and write me a review, please. But the best part is paying it forward. Give it to someone or lend it to someone if you don't want to give it away. Lend it to them to read and share what you know with someone else. Do not keep it to yourself. We're here to help each other. So, all right, guys, let all of that sink in. It's a lengthy video for me. And I'll see you in the next video. Much love. Bye for now. Take care. Bye.